Rolling.
Welcome. Hey, so this is our garden, and specifically right now, just showing you our chickens in the back. Got them about a month ago, and they haven't started laying yet, but we're hoping that they will start pretty soon. If not, they gotta pay rent. But let's go upstairs and check out the nursery and the garden up on the roof,
Cool.
which is the purpose of this video.
Cool. Follow you.
So, it is indeed a little bit of a mess up here, but we got a lot going on. And Pele and myself have started the group called Planting Justice, and this is where we start most of our plants, our rooftop nursery. Telegraph Avenue is just down there, and we're surrounded by apartment buildings, and the only sunlight we get is right here on this roof. So this is where we grow food for ourselves and food for all of our projects. Here is our nursery operations. We start everything from seed, and we've got lots of different varieties of kale, chard, lettuce, onions, eggplants, tomatoes, you name it. There's about 25 or 30 different varieties of vegetable starts up here. On this wicker table is just where we do our seeding, and I can just take you through and kind of give you the lowdown. This is a lot of different things that we've got going. Peppers and a potato tower over here in the corner, which is a really great way to grow potatoes if you don't even have a garden or you have very small space. Grow them vertically and cover them, and you increase your yield of potatoes. And then all these raised beds here are for our own consumption, and it's a really great way to show people how you can grow a lot of food in a very small space. What we're doing here is using companion planting, plants that have a beneficial relationship to one another, and we're creating these dense polycultures, and this one is centered around tomatoes. It's a tomato guild. So you can see there's lots of green tomatoes on the vine, trellised up, and then we have eggplants, peppers, lemon balm, basil, calendula, and thyme in this bed. The lemon balm is a really great companion plant with tomatoes and makes a great calming tea. Peppers, eggplants, thyme, and cucumbers actually in the back. So you can see the cucumber vines and a few cucumbers there. Been starting to harvest them, and they're growing up the back of the bed. And so this is just one bed here, 8 feet long by 2.5 feet wide. But you can see that we've got a lot of different things growing, and they're all kind of working together here. Each bed that we grow for ourselves is kind of done the same way. Companion planting many different varieties in each bed to create little miniature ecosystems. For example, this one here, we've got a thornless boysenberry, which is the largest plant, and usually start with your largest plant in your each pot, and you kind of build around that. So as a ground cover, we have this New Zealand spinach, which serves to cover the soil and keep it nice and moist for the boysenberry. There's also some strawberries in there, and I believe some onions, unless we harvested them all. The New Zealand spinach is a great summer spinach because it doesn't go to seed very quickly. This is Hele. She's also a co-founder of Planting Justice, and we do a lot of this work up here together, running the nursery. And yeah, would you like to say anything? Say hello?
This is my favorite because it's full of cilantro, and in the middle is an apple tree that I look forward to eating the apples one year, no time soon. And I also like this one because it's brings all the bees, which are very important for the garden. And
You can see
this
them
is the
at
borage.
work.
And if you look underneath the borage, there's beets growing in there.
So it's also an apple tree as the main plant in the system, with borage and chamomile, as well as we have beets down below. And if you look closely, there's actually runner beans, scarlet runner beans, twirling their way up the apple tree. The scarlet runner beans fix nitrogen like all legumes, putting nitrogen into the soil, which is what fruit trees need to grow big and strong. And each half wine barrel is a different demonstration, but each is based along the same principles: permaculture, creating dynamic polycultures that help to cover the soil as a living mulch, bring in beneficial insects, and keep out the insects that we don't like. You can see in this one, same kind of similar thing, another apple tree, beets and borage, and I think there's some parsley in there, with the scarlet runner bean growing up the fruit tree. Up here, there's some other interesting plants. This is a perennial kale. It's called a tree collard, and they're really great, easy to maintain, and they just live for years and years, giving you an abundant supply of nutritious greens. And same thing, we've got the beans growing up them with calendula and kale and chives, onions growing underneath. With one more tomato guild in the back here. Same kind of thing, we've got tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, strong smelling herbs like thyme and oregano, and we have carrots on a border. Carrots and tomatoes are really great companions. So this is a really small space, probably about 300 or 400 square feet, but in that space we're able to start thousands of vegetable starts for our projects all around Oakland and the East Bay, as well as grow a substantial amount of our own food using the principles of permaculture. So come by and pay us a visit sometime and hang out. We've got lots of work to do up here, and the more people doing it, the more fun it is. So ciao for now.
Thanks for watching.